Giovanni Dos Santos. What a goal, but was it enough to make the top 5 goals of the season so far? Let's get right to it. Number 5, April 15th versus Houston. Steven Gerrard with the perfect long ball to Giovanni Dos Santos. One touch, bring it down. Second touch, directly on goal. Gio scored 2 that game.
What a peach of a pass right there, and what a bring down by Giovanni Dos Santos. He is feeling it, and I just love that service from Steven Gerrard. That's a good goal, but not the best.
Not the best, but he was MLS Player of the Week that week. Number 4, Saturday versus RSL. Ashley Cole finds Gerrard just outside the box. Proceeds to break 3 guys' ankles. This was one of my favorites, I think, because it was so good to see Gerrard get back in form, and he needed it.
Yeah, that is a great run there. Presence of mind to scoop up that deflection and just make that move. That's the Gerrard that the Galaxy want to see. I think that was a great little touch, too, around Nick Romano, one of the best keepers in the game. I was so happy for that. I mean, and then he slaps the cameraman. Great job.
We have March 6th versus DC. This is number 3, Sebastian Lletget Dubois with the cross to Mike Magee. The veteran shows composure, chips it over the keeper.
Mike Magee does it all. He can finish, he can be the captain, he can lead. He does it all. He's very, very good.
He had 2 goals and assists that night, and he was Galaxy Player of the Week as well for MLS. That's fantastic. Listen.
Here they go again. Zardes on his right foot this time. Fires! Scores! Gyasi Zardes from 18 yards out.
And this is absolutely brilliant by Gyasi Zardes. As you see him take the dribble on this little cut back here, no one's able to step up. They're too far away, and he's able to pick out the far post. Absolutely brilliant play by Gyasi Zardes.
Throughout practice, I always work on that shot, just a bender inside of the right foot. I mean, once we get that opportunity, it's going to go in frame.
Unreal goal, but it wasn't number 1. This was Saturday versus RSL. Emmanuel Boateng keeps the play alive, which I love this part. Look at the hustle, the wherewithal to tap it to Gio. Reminds me of the 2011 Gold Cup goal for Mexico against the U.S. with this beautiful chip over Nick Romano.
I mean, everything about this goal was beautiful. The heads-up play by Emma Boateng to keep that up. Giovanni Dos Santos turning around toward goal, and then he loves the chip. He said it to me many times. Ooh. To do that to a goalkeeper like Nick Romano, it was fantastic. It had Gio celebrating. It was the best goal.
He is absolutely on fire as of late. Kevin Baxter from the LA Times tweeting, Gyasi Zardes, Omar Gonzalez are called up by the U.S. national team. The Galaxy putting this tweet out. Mexico head coach confirms Gio has been named to the 2016 preliminary roster. Probably a wise move for Mexico the way he's playing. Both Zardes and Dos Santos, Adam, they have been absolutely on fire. Both 4 goals and 2 assists this season. Do you see a difference just in their mindset and their style of play from last year to this year?
I love them paired together up top, and I think that they bring out the best in one another. It's no slight on Robbie Keane, who's a great player and who would definitely come back into the starting lineup. But I think what they do, you pair a guy like Gyasi Zardes, who's an absolute workhorse, can do anything, can do a job anyway, with a guy like Giovanni Dos Santos, who's really an artist. He can create, he can do all these little things, score these beautiful goals, and I think that when you put those 2 together, like you saw in that Sporting Kansas City goal, you put a little energy with a little class, makes it look good.
And then, of course, you have Gyasi Zardes, who's really enjoying playing up top.
Yeah, I think that Gyasi plays his best up top. He can play out wide as well.
Is that a reality, though, when Robbie comes back?
I think it is. I think it is. He's got to be someone that you got to play out wide because he has the engine to do that.
Yep.
But when you put him up top, he stretches defenses. He's got that speed. But I mean, regardless of where you put him, that is so many attacking options for this Galaxy team.
I love it.
To make MLS defenses shake.
And Adam, obviously with the absence of Zardes and Dos Santos when they get called up and are going to play for the national team, I mean, that's always going to be a concern because you're losing those 2 guys. But I feel like you go through this every single year, and I have to ask you, who do you think steps up in their absence?
Yeah, you also have Robbie Keane probably going to the Euros too as well.
No doubt.
He's also going to be gone. I'm interested to see what happens with this group. You've got young players like Bradford Jamieson IV, Ari Lassiter. Alan Gordon's finally back. I want to see what he can do. But this Galaxy team, like I've said, is so deep, and Bruce Arena is the best in the business. So, I have a feeling they'll figure it out, and they'll figure out where to put all the pieces.
Speaking of best in the business, LA Galaxy insider Adam Serrano. Coming up, we'll discuss D'Angelo Russell. Magic Johnson has stepped forward to offer himself as a mentor. How will that benefit his growth on and off the court?